the Fourth, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either.
Come on.
His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
I've got some stuff to replay then. This is probably taking me to the save. No, wait, didn't it autosave? It did, it autosaved after talking to Nicholas, so at least I won't have to redo the end of that quest. I just have to go back to Sasau, speak to Ulrich again, go talk to the Overseer's assistant. Yeah, okay, right, it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so alright then. Right, so yeah. All I've got to do is go over to Sasau. There's more judging to do in Purposlavitz. Okay, well I'll go make a judgment in Purposlavitz. Then we'll go to Sasau, talk to Ulrich again. Yeah, just get back up to where was that? Oh, that means I'm gonna have to go get the boar meat and everything as well. I'll see if there are any boar hunting spots between Purposlavitz and Sasau. I imagine there'll be at least one. Or I can just go back to that same one just outside Sasau. It's so annoying. I had never heard anything about fucking grindstones being bugged. Come the buildings. The church is looking great right now. There we go. Wait a minute, it's here, isn't it? It said there was a activity here. Oh, it's probably too late at night. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see what the next meaningless
Bad news,
thing is.
I'm afraid, Master Bailiff. Very bad news.
That makes a change. Well, out with it. What happened?
2 wagons that were on the way here with grain and fodder supplies were ambushed by a band of Cumans. The wagoners escaped by the skin of their teeth, but the supplies are gone.
Ugh, damn it. That is bad news.
Worse than bad. Those were supplies for the whole year, and we won't be able to replace them. Things are hard enough as it is. Sir Divish had to lower his quota for Townburg just to let us have it.
So we've no grain for the baker, no fodder for the stables?
I'm afraid not, Henry. We're left with only 2 options, one as bad as the other. Either we can go cap in hand asking for more, and look like incompetent fools. And anyway, we'd be lucky to get any.
Not too appealing, I must say. And the second option?
There's still a few sacks of grain in the labourers' camp, but they bought it themselves. We could requisition it, but it would make us rather unpopular, not just with them. It's for you to decide as bailiff.
Oh my god, really? Can I not offer to, like, pay them?
We'll order another delivery. They sent one, they'll surely send another.
I fear they'll send us nothing but mouldy dregs from the bottom of the barrel.
Can't be helped. We'll just have to make do. See to it.
Yeah, I don't want to, like, fuck with my citizens at the laborers' camp. So how's, like, my profits and everything? 17.90 a day? That's pretty good. I love how the vast majority of my profit comes just from the tavern. Hey, Mirka's adding another 52. I need to go talk to Adam. That just reminded me. Okay. Oh, I'll take another like 5,000 out. I know I cleared Adam's quest like a hell a long time ago, but I just randomly stumbled across your family cross. So maybe?
Henry, I'm glad. God save you, good night. What can I do for you?
You won't believe it, but I found Bianca's cross.
Really? How did you find it?
It's a long story.
And?
It's yours. Take it.
Thank you, Henry. This is the only memory I have of them. How much do I owe you?
I don't want anything. I'm glad to do a favor for a neighbor.
That's so generous of you, Henry. I'm very grateful. If you ever need anything...
I'll remember it.
Goodbye.
I wasn't like unlocked any dialogue or anything, was it? Nope.
See you later.
Hey. This is not what I was expecting.
God be with you.
I'm feeling lucky today. How about you? Dice?
Good luck. I can't wait to see how you throw.
Now you may as well just give up.
No luck
Oh
tonight.
God.
Sacra! I can't believe it.
Oh, hello.
I'm feeling lucky today. How about you? Dice?
Your fame precedes you, but you won't get the better of me.
Are you sure? Are you really, really sure? Aww.
We'll see. This will be the one. No point in pushing it.
Actually, you really should have pushed it because now you lose.
Fucked! Again!
Why are you still sitting here? Can I continue? You should have no money left.
I've got a bit of coin today. What better way to use it than a game of dice?
I mean, I guess apparently you have another 100. Sure, I'll take it.
Your fame precedes you, but you won't get the better of me.
Come on.
That's it. We'll see. This'll be the one.
Ugh, I'm far too tired for this time of day.
Dice? That's it.
You really shouldn't keep rolling. See.
Damn!
There you go. Chased him out. So, now, no more judgments, all that I can see anyway. Fuck that. No, it's not him. Also fuck that. But fuck that. Or maybe not fuck that. Hold on. Boar hunting is too far. I can't be bothered, honestly. Now, let's just get back to where I was with the main quest. Attacking the road, sure. Whatevs.
I'll slay you, you scum.
No, you won't.
Come here, lily liver.
Alright, fine, I'll draw my axe. Jeez, I was just wanting to try and get my bow skill up a little.
Ow! To hell with you. Is that all you got?
Excuse me, I'm on top of a bush right now.
Is that
Get back over
you
to the
can
road.
do? Ah!
You're in the wrong.
So you've got a heavy shield. What was your weapon? Just a warhammer? Raven's beak. I think that's worth a decent amount. Bush shield and ceremonial mace, I think, is pretty good. Oh, another attack in the road.
Hi, you. I remember that ugly mud. What, please? Come here, little...
Oh, come on.
You know
did I
how
miss?
this one ends.
Yes, I do. It ends like that. Unceremoniously. With a thud. Give me my arrow back. There we go. Regular falchion, I don't care about. Oh, wrong one. I just want to try and get my bow skill up as much as I can when I get the opportunity. Come on. Suppose if I'm gonna be near the butcher anyway, I may as well pick up the activity for yet more poaching, but I'm not gonna bother going out of my way to actually do it right now. I'll save that for another time.
Looking for a job?
Nope. I am not looking for a job. Over we go. Give me money.
I'm feeling lucky today. How about you? Dice?
Yeah, give me money.
Your fame precedes you, but you won't get the better of me.
Yes, I will. These are some weak throws. There we go, that's more like it. And I win.
Holy Mother of God, why do you punish me?
Got it for you right here.
Hey, Ulrich. Blah blah blah. We've had this conversation already in another life. Talk to the painter. Where's the painter?
My pleasure.
Upstairs, I guess.
Any chance of a bite to eat? Pour me an ale.
This is my room, so you shouldn't be here. Nope. Ow. Inside? Here we go.
I'm on.
Yada yada yada.
So
No. And that. Bye.
The service is a bit slow here today.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Okay. Let's go down to Blacksmith Mikesh. That'll let me sell all that stuff I picked up. What time is it? It's getting late. It might be closed. Don't be closed. Okay, good. He's still here. Quickly get all my stuff off my horse. Doopy doopy doo.
Good health to you.
Do you ever... What? Tell me... Can you...
What?
What? That will be all.
Oh, well. God be with you.
Please buy all of my stuff.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Thanks 1,000 times.
Okie dokie. Well, lets me cleared my inventory, made a little extra money. Let's go pick up the activity. The butcher. Then I'll wait until morning and use the bathhouse. That'll clean me up and give me a save, just in case anything else goes wrong.
I don't...
Been a pleasure.
I want to unselect that for right now. Get right into the entrance of the bathhouse, pull up my torch just in case I get arrested. And I'll wait until the bathhouse opens in the morning. I will use it. And now I've already talked to Mika. She told me that Zach bought out all the copper. So when I talk to him, I'll be able to pull him up about that. Also need to level up my alcoholism skill. Because using the bathhouse will bring me back to 100 nourishment, so I'll just drink as much as possible right before using it. Bathhouse should be open by about 9ish. Why have I improved drinking? Oh, of course, because I got the book that I've now completely read. Fair enough. My alcoholism is almost level 19. With a torch. Hello, yes, I would like everything, please.
Goodbye.
Right. So now, I've cleaned myself up. I have the charisma buff from the alpha male perk. Well, I have the alpha male buff, sorry. It's not a perk. And most importantly, I now have a save right here in Sasau after talking to Ulrich and Mikesh. So even if something else goes horribly wrong and it forces another restart, I won't lose too much progress. Yep, you save that game. There we go. Sorted.
Yeah. Yeah.
You. You're Zach, right? Yes, you bought out all the copper.
Beat it!
Yeah, sure, take a couple hundred things.
I'd like to... Have you heard... What can you...
Well, there's Mikesh.
Do you work...
Why'd you are?
I'd want...
Then you bet.
That's
Here
not
we
what I
go.
heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmith's copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
So back to that
What?
That's what...
Anything else?
Okay, so I need like proof or something maybe?
Good day. Your father says you don't work any copper.
We don't.
I've heard differently around town. They say your father's bought up all the copper to be had.
Are you calling me a liar? Or my father? You're asking for it, boy.
You're right. It's nothing to me either way.
Right. So clear off.
I mean, beside the fact I'm here on behalf of the Royal Burgrave Saradze Kobbler, investigating a grievous crime against the Crown.
What? What are you talking about?
I'd let you read my Bill of Authority, but I doubt you're educated enough to understand it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realise. If I'd known, of course I wouldn't. I mean, you understand, don't you?
Stop prattling, for God's sake, and start telling me the truth. What's the story with the copper at your forge?
You're right. We do make copper sheets here at night.
So why all the secrecy about it?
Father forbade me to talk about it. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
Who buys those sheets from you?
I don't know. I've never set eyes on him. Father doesn't like to talk about it.
Your father has some serious explaining to do.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known who you were, I'd never have taken such liberties.
Fuck it, you can
Never
go.
mind. You weren't to know who I am. You were just protecting your father's business interests like any good son.
Thank you. God be with you.
You though.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
So back to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
Your son put it quite differently.
What's that? What are you blabbering on about?
Don't be angry with him. I didn't give him any choice.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying. We do make copper sheets here, and I wanted to keep it quiet.
Why?
Pays me good money, and the people I do it for. I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of them.
Did they threaten you?
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say I needed to shut my mouth and do what they wanted.
And did they ever tell you who they were? Do you know where to find them?
I know a little. But show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking over my shoulder for some thugs to come and burn down my house. Or worse.
If you lie down with dogs, you shouldn't complain about the fleas.
There's no need for threats. We can both benefit here. If I tell you everything I know, you can help me with a certain small matter. One that'll cover up for my loss of earnings.
You've got cheek. Not only are you in with the counterfeiter gang, but you lied to me on top of it. You should be on your knees begging for mercy right now, not trying to make a profit.
I didn't know what they were doing.
But now you do know, and you've still got the cheek to try to strike a deal with me. So Radzig's definitely going to be hearing about this.
You're right. I'm sorry, I overstepped the mark. I certainly didn't mean to offend one of Lord Radzig's men. One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota. He had a yellow cape on and kept whistling to himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it, and I had to keep my mouth shut.
And where can I find this Rapota? Or the knight?
I don't know exactly. But I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small chapel under a big tree.
Anything else?
No. I swear that's all I know.
Well, that'll do me for now.
Young man, about that matter I need help with. I'll gladly pay you.
First, tell me what's going on.
I recently tried to buy Master Armourer Otto Rabstein's business for my son Vitus, but that old fool wouldn't listen to reason. He said he couldn't understand his legacy being taken over by a clod like my Vitus. Despite the insult, I doubled my offer, but Master Otto still wouldn't budge.
And what is it you need from me?
I thought I'd show Otto that Vitus isn't such a dolt as he thinks, but for that I need someone experienced in combat.
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
What's your plan?
Otto's busy making a very pretty suit of armor for the bailiff. So I was thinking, if we could show that pretty armor of his is absolutely useless, he'd be disgraced.
And how am I supposed to see to that?
Well, I'd reckon we'd arrange a duel of champions with bludgeons. You'll put on Vitus's armor, and Otto will send his champion in that tin shit of his. You invite the bailiff to watch, and Otto will be made a laughingstock in front of everyone.
Then what do I get out of it?
Vitus will let you have the cuirass from his suit of armor, and I'll throw in a few groschen on top.
Sounds good.
And I'm sure a fella like you would be glad to be on good terms with the best armorer for miles around, eh?
That remains to be seen. Do you really think that will work?
Otto's always mouthing off in the alehouse that my young lad isn't worth a damn. Once I show he's just a bitter old bastard spouting hot air, his business will be ruined, and Vitus will reap the reward. What with all the strife in the country these days, there'll be no end of work for a good armourer.
But what if I lose?
Nonsense. How could you? Vitus's armour is light as an eggshell and hard as a rock.
How about if the armor for the bailiff mysteriously went missing?
Jesus Christ. Don't even talk about it. Although, if Otto doesn't agree to the duel, it might be the only option.
Exactly. And if you want to wreck Otto's reputation, not keeping his promise to the bailiff could be even worse for him than your idea.
You're right. Do whatever you think fit then. But if the armor gets, lost, don't come to me afterwards. I know nothing about it, right?
Of course.
God be with you.
I mean, from what Mikesh was saying, Otto is a really good blacksmith with a long history of good service, so I will absolutely betray this guy. I'm just traveling here because every single time I try to get from this monastery area down to Sasau proper, I take the wrong goddamn path. Every single time. So it's much easier if I just travel and then I get there. Guaranteed, no problems. Ooh, I'm gonna need a bathroom break very shortly. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna go take a very quick bathroom break. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Hello, hello, I'm back. Sorry, that took slightly longer than I expected. But I'm here now. What the hell was I doing? It's only been like 10 minutes. Oh, you? Tobias, what are you doing here? No, I need to go... Oh. I came down to do the thing with the auto. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I hope I can be... Do you take me for a fool?
No. There we go.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Master Black?
Not now. Are you pulling... Bye.
Master Armourer, I have a message for you from Blacksmith Zack.
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back and tell him I'm not selling, and that's that.
No, this is another matter. Vitus wants to challenge you to a duel.
What? Me fight with that brat? Zack must have lost his mind entirely.
That's not how it will be. The real duel will be between your pieces of handiwork.
How's that?
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most a few bruises and some dents in the armour. Zack chose me to wear Vitus armour.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own? That sounds reasonable.
Good. So let's agree on the time and place.
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you. Now, I'm sure Zack is paying you well.
I won't deny it.
I could pay you more, and I'd tailor-make a cuirass just for you. What do you say?
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how Zack would take it.
No, you fight on Zack's side and lose.
That's not very honourable.
And Zack's constant slander and mudslinging are the height of honour, are they?
Zack might be acting the scoundrel, but why lower yourself to his level? You should show you're the better man.
Better than that, upstart. I'm a master of my craft, boy. I've made armour for the lords of Kunstadt. I've no need to prove anything to anyone. So, are you going to help me or not?
Nope.
Nah, forget it. I won't sully my name with cheating.
Suit yourself. But my champion will batter you into the ground anyway, so you've nothing to gain.
So, choose the time and place.
What, me?
You're the one being challenged, so it's your right.
Well, it's all the same to me. Go and sort it out with the bailiff. He should know about it anyway, so I don't look like a troublemaker.
All right?
Been a pleasure.
I was kind of hoping Otto would be a bit less of a dick. I guess not. You're not in the church, are you? Okay, no, you're not. Good. Hello. I see that hat. Famous bailiff hat. Talk.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
Is there...
It's so...
I'm here on behalf of blacksmith Zack.
Zack? What does that madman want now? Don't tell me. It's another complaint about the Master Armorer. Well, you can tell Zack if you waste another minute of my time with that pathetic feud of his. I'll have him up for disrespecting the office of the bailiff.
No, it's not a complaint this time. In fact, Zack came up with an idea to settle the dispute once and for all.
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of fish. That's just what I was after. You have my full attention, friend. What's his plan?
A duel.
Jesus Christ! Has he lost his wits entirely?
Zack is a madman, I can't deny it. But this would just be a duel with bludgeons. Nothing too dangerous.
Now hold on a moment, young fellow. Zack is a respected tradesman. He doesn't do for folk to go around doubting his sanity. Certainly not his messenger boy.
But apparently some folk are allowed to.
Yes, the esteemed representatives of the township.
Like the bailiff, for example.
I, like me, for example. Let's leave that aside and get back to the point.
Zack chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armor made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight Otter's champion. Whoever falls first, loses.
That sounds like a fine spectacle for the village green. Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure nothing untoward happens.
Your presence is certainly expected, bailiff. We'd like you to referee the whole duel.
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front of the church. But when?
That's up to you.
We can announce it right now.
Let's do it.
I'll have it announced around town. You come along at just the right time. It'll be a fine show for the townsfolk, and I'll finally get that pair and their constant squabbling off my back. Been a pleasure.
Now my skill with bludgeons is, I believe, 2? Or maybe 3? But my warfare should more than account for it. Also, because I got the level up in speech. At some point I do want to see what that's up to now. I think that'll be at 18 or 19. Here we go.
Good citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware, Zack, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armorer Otto Rabstein have been, for some time, at odds.
Ha ha! And it hammer and tongs, more like!
And in so much as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each other's teeth out. However, since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square like a pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zack, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead Henry of Scarlets. And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone, and until first blood is shed. Come, folks, be sensible for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder. So, if both contestants are ready, let us begin.
Here we go. Fucking whack him over the goddamn head. Right the fuck now. There we go.
You kicked that old bastard's arse, Henry. His ears will be ringing for a month. Now everyone will see who knows how to make armor and who's all hot air.
You shouldn't speak so disrespectfully about Master Otter. He fought bravely.
No need to get worked up about it. You've got to savour the victory, haven't you? Anyway, come by the forge later for your reward.
All right?
Can I just get it now?
I'm honoured that you should come to me. Good luck to you.
Okay, I guess not. I need to put my own armor back on though. Let's head up to the monastery and redo the conversation about the stone. Apprentice I want. Hello.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Oh. Okay, wait. Here we go.
Can't you? In the Sasau Monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds.
Some night it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Take care now.
No. Where am I going? This way. Right, okay. We'll go see about the reward, and then it's just talking to Faithful. I'll wait until the next morning, just make sure he's in his forge, so I can get that reward. Alright, you should definitely be here now. Or not. That is him down there, right? Yeah. I'll wait another 2 hours. Okay, he's still down there. Oh, he's... okay, weird.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Farewell.
Really? You're just... I want to just get this reward just now, so it's done with. He's got to show up at his forge sooner or later. Okay, this is silly. Do you just not work at your forge anymore? Okay, let's try tomorrow. Maybe he was taking the day off or something. Who knows? Oh my god, where is he? Maybe... He's, Hello? So this is your house,
God save
right?
you, good night.
I need to make a phone call. I'll be off mic for a little bit. Something's going on. Okay, never mind. No phone call right now. I may need to make one shortly. Wait and see on that. Seriously, so you wait until I leave your forge before you actually go back to work there. Alright, give me the reward, damn it.
I'll come for my reward.
Of course. And thanks again, lad. It's worked wonders for my trade.
And will Otter sell you his business?
I don't know, but the way things are looking now, his trade will soon be dead as a doornail anyway.
You told me I'd get that kiras made by Vitus, and a few groschen on top.
I did. And I'm a man of my word. Here you are.
Thanks. I'd like to make you an offer. Have you heard about Pribyslavitz?
Oh, aye. I heard something about that. What of it?
I'm bailiff there, and I'm rebuilding. We're planning to build an armorsmith's shop there.
And you want me to run it? That'd be great. Come and see me when it's ready.
No, I kind of made the weaponsmiths one immediately. I didn't realize it was one or the other. Oh well. So 5, right, 23, 23, 9, and 9. Okay, that's just worse. Okay.
Hey, watch
Fine
it.
then. I guess that's okay. I'm also gonna save again, just in case. Because I've done a few things now. And after having it freeze up just because I tried to use a whetstone, it's got me nervous. Hey, that apparently also got my drinking level up. Okay, so my speech did go up to 19. I am very close to maxing that out. Agility is just very slowly going up. That's taken a while though. Warfare's getting there, Axe is getting there. As soon as I get Axe to 20, I'll move on to Maces and start using those to get them up. Unarmed, maybe I'll get that up at some point. There aren't many opportunities to fist fight. Bow, is still way down there. Drinking's getting there. Alchemy, I could just sit for like an hour or so, brewing a bunch of potions whenever I felt like it. Herbalism, I just need to pick a bunch of plants. Hunting, lockpicking, pickpocketing, stealth. Alright, so everything's kinda just coming up in its own time. Hey, Mr. Fifar.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get the copper sheets from.
Really? So tell me.
It's the smith on the monastery craftsman's yard. He supplies the counterfeiters.
Do you know how he gets the goods to them?
No. All I know is that someone called Rapporteur collected the goods.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry. I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Rapporteur, once again.
The same scoundrel.
That's all. Did you find out what actually happened?
Oops, didn't mean to hit that.
It was on account
Sorry,
of
I'm
our
trying to
silver,
pour myself a
and
drink.
House of Radzik sides with the king.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
I'll go use the bathhouses again, just to make sure I've got the alpha male buff active in case charisma comes up. Also, maybe by the time I've done that, it'll start raining. The rain is god-awful. It just looks terrible.
Take care.
Alright, it's definitely still raining. So is it giving me a marker for the... It did not give me a marker for the thing behind the... or up the hill. I'll go check out the engraving workshop first anyway. I should have just traveled. It's just easier. No, I shouldn't. 'Cause it's not that... They said it was up the hill. There's a little, like, chapel by a tree. Might be worth my time gonna find that. But the engraver is right here. Haven't seen him since I was getting the crown for Stephanie. I was forever ago now. Hello. Why are you in bed?
God be with you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
We've been friends since childhood. I wanted to see him.
Making friends has been a skill of his from his earliest days. Unlike making anything related to his trade. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Farewell.
I will leave you to your work. It's 2 p.m. Good work. Let's see about that chest he mentioned. Assuming it's this one. Maybe not. This one. this one. Yes. Out of the baths and Florian himself.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have no need for food.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Alright, let's get all the information possible before talking to him, in case he ends up lying about something or other.
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
I'd like to know more about the...
Take care.
Alrighty. Let's go confront Florian. At least he's in the cellar, about as far away from this god-awful, like, pixelated rain as I can possibly get. I assume I have to go through the bakers together. guess I don't have to go through the bakers to get there. This is going to be one of these tough ones. There we go. Wasn't actually that bad. Alright, so cellar. Oh, that's all fence. Come on. Oh, does it mean this right here? Oh my god, he was right here. Hold on 1 minute, I've got a phone call coming in. Sorry about this, there's some stuff going on with a friend of mine I'm needing to take care of right away. But yeah, I can't put it off right now. I do apologize. I need to go and take care of this for just a little bit. Okay, well, it looks like there's nothing more I can do with that situation, so, we'll keep going with this for now. Hello, Florian.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
That doesn't begin to justify what you did.
I don't care. This isn't about me. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Look, Florian, I'm sorry for what you're going through, honestly. But I'm not the only one who's after these people. As soon as they get wind of something, they'll be out of here and Esther will be gone with them.
If Rapiter finds I've told you anything, they'll kill her.
Not if I catch Rapiter first. He's here in town, isn't he?
Yes, he is. They found me in the tavern one evening, caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapiter. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. And I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapiter?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapiter waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really know why. They took me to a derelict farm in the Skalitz Hills. My poor Esther, they'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dies?
They wear out over time. They have to be replaced regularly.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge. Farewell.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Are there any problems?
Nothing I've heard about. Goodbye.
Hello. Give me one moment. Hello, Ravatar.
Are you Rappator by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know you buy Quicksilver for those counterfeiters.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course, of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
No. Excuse me. Nope. Can I unhorse you as soon as you get on?
No, I give up.
That went well. Damn it. Yeah. Should have figured.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both gonna have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Yezhek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Yezhek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Yezhek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Yezhek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Yezhek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Yezhek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Yezhek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery. but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
Well, in the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
You're not worth tainting my sword with your blood. Now get lost before I change my mind.
You fucking owe me. You have no idea how much. I wonder. Damn it.
Hey.
Oh. Okay.
Show what you're made of.
I'm guessing I can't. Yeah, I can't do that in combat. So I'm probably about to be arrested. Excuse me, stop clenching. Please. Hey, bailiff.
Surrender! You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
Got you. Now, what? You look so... Well, you won't forget.
Yeah, talk my way out of it. Quick, loot him.
Don't move a... You! Oh.
Worth a shot, you didn't have anything.
I'm arresting you.
Go on. Yep. Secret task. Super secret. Bye. Okay. Right. Right. I'm not sure I actually trust Ulra in the slightest. Hungarian Lord. I don't remember where Ulra is actually from. It may be Ulrich's Lord himself, who's working with this guy. But why would he lead me in the correct path if that's the case, unless it's to flush out people who would betray them giving a chance, when given the chance. So maybe it's legit.
Good day, Henry.
I finally found out where the Forger's workshop is. Master Fayfar was right. The Forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Oh, hello. No, come back.
Jesus, look where you're going. Damn.
Hey, got your keys. Oh god. I don't know why I do these things. Don't ask, please. I got his fucking keys.
What have we got here? Entertainment. Great. Ha ha ha! Lost your wind, have you?
All of you! Gather here! Raise the alarm! Ah! You're dead.
Alright, fuck the boat. It's fucking murder.
Come on.
Oh.
You're
Hello?
going to cry now.
Where'd you go? Hello. Hello.
What are you doing here?
Don't mind me.
Tired of life, are you?
I'm trying to clench you, damn it. Fuck it.
Fucker.
I'm being dumb. Do that. I'll take that. What's this? 8, 10, 6, 3. I'll take it, just see how it compares. Alright, 8, 10, 6, 3. And that would replace this. 6, 3, okay, it's way worse. Drop it. No one.
Hey, who's there?
I know Urlik seems to have already gone away in there, but I want to wait for this guy to come back. Sneak. He'll be back, just give it a minute. Maybe I can repair my stuff while I'm here, if it needs it. 97, 95, 93, yeah no, don't need to bother. I will, however, put that on my horse, because that's unique. And I'll get a little bit drunk. Oh, hello. That was not the person I expected to be coming. I guess there were multiple naked bandits that fled on sight. There he is. Here's me buddy. Just let him get close enough that I can make a confident shot. Shit. Shit. Over each shoulder. There we go. Alright, let's go in. Can't see a feckin' thing.
Lost your wit, have you? Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And who's he?
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut. Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
What? Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You can't do that!
I have no choice, as you are aware.
Alright, clearly bringing Ulrich along was a bad idea.
Why do you want to kill him? He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason. My master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of Radzig Kobyla.
You can tell your lord the man is dead. He'll never find out.
But he will. Or do you think you can lock this man away from sight until Judgment Day?
Why not?
Do not be naive, boy. Look around you. This land swarms with rats and snakes, especially now. There is no secret that is not for sale. If I let you have him, my own head will be on a spike before the month is out.
You don't have to go back to the Rosenbergs.
How do you know about the Rosenbergs?
Master Fafar recognized the writing on your letter of passage.
Just as I said, there is nothing safe from prying eyes in this land. And where would you suggest I go?
Into Sir Radzig's service. He needs people like you.
I serve Kobyla. Out of the question. If he learned of all that I did for the Rosenbergs, he would hang me from the nearest tree. But you are right, I do not have to return to the Rosenbergs. In fact, I cannot.
Why not?
I am a knight without a crest, without allegiance. No one was meant to know whom I serve. If the Rosenbergs hear that I have been found out, they will see to it I vanish. They cannot afford to be associated with me.
Where will you go then?
Where the road takes me, as I have many times before. Farewell, Henry.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Can't you come with me to Pribyslavitz? Nope. Okay, bye.
Please, please, I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
You can talk all you like, but not here and not to me. Let's go. Let's go. Master Fayfar is very keen to meet you.
We done did it, boys.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rate. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Ratai then.
I'm very glad I managed to talk Ulrich out of killing him. So I would, like I say, it would have been great if he could have come and, like, worked for me in Pribyslavitz. Might not be a lord or anything quite so fancy, but I am at least a bailiff of a town. Okay. Speaking of Pribyslavitz, that's Talmberg. Ah, there's another judgment. More inane, mundane trivialities. Hello. Why is it